Delphox Comm Day in Pokemon Go is this weekend, so we're going to go over the $1 research quest line to see if it's going to be worth your time, energy, and resources, and then we will get into the best of the best with Delphox in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go! Welcome back. Are you buying the research in Pokemon Go? And if you are here after Comm Day and you want to see the best of the best, just check out the timestamps below and get you to the part of the video that's going to best serve you, because if it's after Comm Day, you don't need to know about this quest line. But today we're going to break down that $1 quest line in Pokemon Go to see if it is going to be worth your time, energy, and resources, and to see if it is something that you invest in and utilize. So let's check that out. But just remember, guys, it's 3 times Catch Stardust, the best bonus, in my opinion, in the game if you don't need XP. So if you do want to see the full tips, check it out up here. And just a reminder, I will be in Centennial Park in Nashville this weekend, so I hope to see all you guys out there. So let's jump right into the research. And we have in stage number 1, Fur and Flames make 5 nice throws for 15 Pokeballs, catch 15 Fennekin for a Fennekin encounter, and power up a Pokemon 10 times for 20 Fennekin candy. And then you get 3,000 Stardust, a Fennekin encounter, and an incense. In stage number 2, we have transfer 10 Pokemon for 10 raspberries, catch 15 Fennekin for another Fennekin encounter, evolve 3 Fennekin for 30 Fennekin candy, 4,500 XP, a Fennekin encounter, and a lucky egg. In stage number 3, we have make 3 great curveball throws for 15 great balls, catch 15 Fennekin, another Fennekin encounter, evolve 1 Braixen for 50 Fennekin candy, and then we have 4,500 Stardust, a Braixen encounter, and 1 Rocket Raider. And then in stage number 4, we have claim 15 Ultra Balls, Fennekin encounter, and 2 Silver Pineapple Berries for 5,500 XP, a Delphox encounter, and 3 rare candy. And the Braixen 100% IV is going to be a 777, and the Delphox encounter is going to be 1311. So there you have it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are going to do, and just remember the field research for Fennekin is going to be catch 3 Fennekin, which can give you the Fennekin encounter. 100% IV is going to be 440. I suggest you guys do a lot of those. Remember, I also suggest that you guys are in an area that's a very tight loop to be able to grind the Stardust, but also has stops outside the area if you want to keep going for field research to try to get yourself a good IV shiny. But also you can get 5 Great Balls, 2 Ultra Balls, 2 Pineapple Berries, or 500 Stardust coming from that. Okay, so now let's move onward from here and let's start talking about Delphox in Pokemon Go, because it is going to get 2 brand new moves of Mystical Fire, which is going to be a TMable move after Comm Day, but the most important move that we're talking about here is going to be Blast Burn, because this is the exclusive starter fire move in Pokemon Go. So let's jump in. Let's start off in PvP. The Great League for the Delphox is going to be with the brand new moves, and 2 of them are going to be recommended of Blast Burn and Mystical Fire. It is going to be ranked at 441. So although it did come up from 665, it is still in an insignificant standpoint in the game. So there you have it. But let's also talk about Braixen as well in the Great League. It's going to be ranked 543, also pretty relevant in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. And then we're going to go on to Ultra League. In the Ultra League, it's only going to be ranked 325, once again irrelevant for me. And then in the Master League is going to be ranked to 11. So Master League is the best placing for it, so if you do choose to use this Pokemon, you can, but obviously check it out first, maybe in a regular game, and just see how it does go. The recommended movesets are going to be Fire Spin, Blast Burn, as well as Mystical Fire. So now let's move on to the PvE, the meta attacker standpoint. So this Pokemon maxes out at 3,429. It is going to be a fire and a psychic type combination, which is pretty cool. It has an attack of 320, a defense of 189, and a stamina of 181. So this Pokemon, nothing crazy right off the bat as far as its stats go. And then as far as its strengths and weaknesses, it's going to be weak to water, ground, rock, ghost, as well as dark. And then it's going to have 7 different resistances over here, which is actually pretty impressive. But it takes a little bit more than that to be a good meta attacker and a good GBL Pokemon, obviously, as we did see. The bulk for this Pokemon in the defense and stamina is not quite there, and it doesn't quite hit hard enough with an attack to be able to be worth having the compromised low defense and stamina. And as far as its standpoint, let's check out its best moves as an ER value, which is the combination of total damage output times DPS, which is damage per second. So over the lifespan of this Pokemon, how good is it, is basically what we're getting at. Let's check it out. At the top, no surprise here, Fire Spin and Blast Burn at 37.24. Then we have the Zen Headbutt and Blast Burn at 35.56. And then we actually get the Psychic combination of Fire Spin and Psychic at 34.97. And then the Mystical Fire brand new moveset at 34.54. And then just remember, it does get Zen Headbutt and Psychic. It's going to be 2 Psychic moves at 33.15. So neither of these moves are very strong, because just remember, this Pokemon is going to be competing against some Shadow Pokemon as well as some great Legendary in both categories, such as Mewtwo in the Psychic category, which is quite hard to be able to top. And then number 2, it's going to be competing against Reshiram. Obviously, those are not budget counters, meaning they take premium XL candy to be able to get them there, which is a little problematic for us. But with that said, now let's check it out in the fire category, and then we will jump into the psychic. In the fire category, overall, Mega Charizard Y at the top, 51.91. That's a budget Mega. Then we have Mega Blaziken, 51.65. Not too far behind. With the new Fusion Flare move, we have the Reshiram at 46.8. Mega Charizard X. And then we have Shadow Entei at 44.12. Shadow Ho-Oh, Shadow Moltres, Shadow Blaziken, which is a budget counter, but not in the Stardust. For those shatters, they are quite expensive. Mega Houndoom, Shadow Charizard. And then if we go to the next page, we have Ho-Oh with 40.84. Shadow Typhlosion, Darmanitan Zen Mode, not out yet. Volcarona, 39.82, but obviously hard to obtain. The first budget counter overall is going to be the Darmanitan, Firefang, and Overheat at 38.51. Then we do have Entei, Moltres, and if we do want to see where this Pokemon will stack up, it is going to be quite far down there. Chandelure above it, which is a very good budget counter, and multi-purposed at that. Blaziken above it as well. And then we have the Delphox at 37.24, but I just wanted to point out that this Pokemon is not that much further behind Entei, Moltres, or Heatran as far as it goes. It's only really 1 point value behind, so realistically, this Pokemon is a great budget counter over some of these other Pokemon. It's even above the regular Charizard, but at the same time, using something like some of the Megas, or even that Reshiram, if you're willing to pay for that premium XO candy, it is going to be so much more damaging, including some of those Shadow Pokemon and the Shadow Legendaries. But what would I say to do with this Pokemon? Obviously, I would have one. I may power it up if the counters are right, or if you're on a budget, or if you get a Lucky Hundo or a Lucky 98, maybe consider it a good investment, especially if you catch a really high IV one and trade all those, like I recommend in Comm Day. But now let's go into the psychic category and see where that does sit. At the top overall, Mega Mewtwo, X and Y, no surprise here at insane values. Shadow Mewtwo, Mega Alakazam then coming in next. Then we have the regular Mewtwo at 49.48, Mega Gallade, Mega Gardevoir, Mega Metagross. If you guys do want to see where Metagross stacks up, because this is a budget counter and it does have a fire Mega that's very strong. Zen Headbutt and Psychic at 38.44. So then if you want to see where this Pokemon stacks up, Delphox, 33.15, which is going to be behind some Pokemon, but it is actually above Lugia. So as far as this Pokemon, obviously not the premier meta attacker for either of the categories. It is going up against some very steep competition. However, as a regular budget counter, it does do pretty good. So what would I say to do with this Pokemon? Honestly, for me personally, since I already have a lot of time and energy and effort invested into this, other legendary Pokemon and stuff like that, I'm going to pass on powering this up. But if you guys do need a good budget counter, you're new to the game, you may consider trading this quite a bit, trying to get a lucky, but I wouldn't say to power it all the way up to level 50, but using it at level 40 for a little bit of Stardust is not too bad of a situation here. But as far as PvP goes, that's going to be a no-go for me. So thank you guys for tuning in as always. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.